Hi there, it's Moira McDonald. Thanks very much for stopping by my YouTube channel today. I've got a couple of Christmas junk journals to show you today. This is the first. It's very similar in many respects to the last couple that I did. It's made from a small envelope that I have gessoed and then decoupaged a napkin on. This particular one has a vintage doily, a kind of lace flower, which incidentally is stickled, so there's wee bits of glitter on it, and also a vintage postcard which I think's Dutch. I'm assuming it's Dutch because I don't recognise the writing. Anyway, let's go and have a wee quick look through. Now I warn you first that the back door's opened, it's blowing a gale, and the 3 dogs are in the room, so there's a good chance we're going to have bark fest during the course of this. This is one of the kind of cluster things that I did recently. I did a tutorial on how to do them, so that's in this book. Scrapbooking paper on that side, that's scrapbooking paper, that's one. I have printed on the back of the scrapbooking paper, hold on while it's out of focus, I've printed on the back of it. Here I've just done some stamping on the actual page, which is tea stained incidentally, and book page with some stamping up the top there. Just a vintage image. This is a book page from a children's annual with Christmas stories in it. This one, I think it was called Snow Magic. Christmas trees stamped onto book page again, some stamping up there in the corner. Over the page a tuck, and in here I have used scrapbooking paper which I have layered some images on, and the back you can obviously journal on top of. Small doily there, homemade Christmas, stamping up the top, dove of peace, another tuck here, and it is another kind of tag. It's white on the back, again using some book page, vintage image, and a die cut glittery leaf down the bottom and die cut stamped piece up the top. Another book page. This is from the book of children's hymns. Some more stamping there. Plenty of journaling space as usual. One of my wee trademark envelopes with my wee Christmas card. And down the bottom there, die cut from glittery white paper is wonderful, because it's the most wonderful time of the year, as Andy Williams would have told us. Some more stamping there and there. Another doily. Another couple of tucks. This is the centre of the signature. And here I have just some scrapbooking paper, and on the back I've made, it's die cut from, I've got die for a Rolodex card, and this is some stamping to allow you to journal, and there's a small perpetual calendar. Here is a tag which I cut from scrapbooking paper again, layered an old image of a wee girl praying, and some cheesecloth there, and the word love in glittery white card. And they're playing chases, which is what all the barking is. They're happy wee dogs. Just again, plenty of room for for journaling there. Another wee Christmas card. This is a journaling card. I haven't actually put it in the tuck because it's a bit big. but again I have stamped lines on the back along with a couple of sort of Christmas type phrases. Here I tuck up the top with an envelope I made. There's nothing in the envelope as yet. You can obviously add something to it, but I decorated that with a variety of scrapbooking pages. And that's a wee tuck there. Over here I've got one of these tip-ins. It's a kind of broderie anglaise white, and underneath another wee Christmas card. Here this tuck again has one of the Rolodex cards with stamping on it and just a wee die cut tag from scrapbooking paper. Wee angel there that I cut out, and the word peace. Peace on earth on book page. And another couple of one tag there and the Rolodex card, again with a perpetual calendar. This book page is from a 1950s annual. Merry Christmas. This is actually, I stamped and embossed this, and nothing smells like embossed old book, because you get all the essence of the damp mustiness that it's lived in all its life. And that's it. Its closure here is a piece of seam binding which I've used Tim Holtz Distress ink to stain in a blue shade to go with the blue of the napkin, and there is a little, hold on a wee minute till I get it through, a wee pin, one of those wee bulb pins with a wee charm of Santa's boot on it. Now I've attached that to the ribbon at the moment. Obviously you can move that about because it does get in the way when you're trying to tie things. But that's it, that's that wee book anyway, and it's in terms of size it's 4.5 by 6. So thanks very much for joining me, and if you care to stick around, there's another one coming up in the immediate future. So thanks for your time, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!